Hello and welcome. I'm Ruben Banerjee, the editor-in-chief of Outlook, and we are back again. It's a new week, and for us, we have come to you with another new issue, and this is how the latest issue of Outlook looks like. And we have a cover story, a very interesting topical cover story on Mamata Banerjee of West Bengal. And the cover headline, as you can see, it's "Can Didi Survive Modi?" This has been something which people have been talking about, because as you know, these elections, the recently concluded elections, BJP was looking towards the east to increase its presence, and Bengal was one of the states where the party had set its eyes on. And post elections, where in the elections the BJP did significantly well, getting 18 out of the 42 Lok Sabha seats in Bengal, but ever since the elections ended, the political temperatures have still not come down in West Bengal. In fact, the political battle lines have been drawn, and in more than one ways, the political battle for West Bengal has intensified. So we are going to talk to you a little bit about what the cover story looks at, and joining me in today's conversation is Pranay Sharma, who is a senior editor with Outlook, and also the author of this main cover story, Mr. Rajat Rai, based out of Calcutta. Now, this is how the cover package looks like. Didi's Agni Pariksha. Pranay, the feeling is that Mamata Banerjee is kind of under a siege.
Very much so. I totally agree. Yes, she's under tremendous pressure, and she has been under pressure since the time the Lok Sabha elections were being held, and after the results which almost proved what a lot of people were thinking, that this is what's going to happen. BJP will leave its mark in a very significant way in West Bengal, which it did, as you mentioned, getting 18 out of the 42 Lok Sabha seats, and now throwing the challenge, which is no longer a question of speculation, it's real. For Mamata, it's clear and present danger.
And the story, actually, it's a very in-depth story, very, very interesting, and it actually takes you through, since partition, 1947, Bengal, everyone believed that Bengal is a state of left liberals, but this communal divide has always apparently stayed. It has been simmering underneath, and all that is coming out, and the BJP is now focusing on Bengal primarily. It has essentially two big tools in its hand. One is Mamata Banerjee's reported blunders, like the administrative blunders and the political blunders she has done over last 8-9 years, ever since she has been in power since 2011, and also this communal divide, the repressed communalism which always existed. And Rajat Rai will take you and tell you a little bit more on this.
Hi, this is Rajat Rai. It's all about West Bengal. West Bengal in its present turbulent phase. In the recently concluded elections, Bengal has witnessed an unprecedented polarization on the line of communalism. And both ruling TMC and its main challenger BJP are vying for the same space, that is the communal politics. And as a result of that, the liberal secular forces that have been marginalized, and to such an extent that both Congress and the left, their support base, the vote share has come down to 7% and 6% respectively. And in the post-election violence, already there are people getting killed belonging to both BJP and TMC, and the turf war is still going on unabated. And the clashes are in the daily feature in Bengal now, political clashes, and also the civil society, the much lauded civil society known for its secular credential, has been so far mute, but nowadays they have started a little bit of stirring, and they have come out on, some of them have come out on streets protesting against this politics of communalism and hatred. The left and the Congress, they are also trying to stitch together a regular political alliance, not that kind of electoral alliance which they come together or they form from time to time during election, but they want to have and trying to build a regular electoral alliance to save and to protect whatever secular values, liberal values have in this politics left. And this is the scenario where in the coming days we'll see more battle being intensified, because in 2021 the all important state assembly election will take place, and BJP is gearing up for taking a serious plunge for winning that election. And Mamata Banerjee and her party are also trying their best to stave off that threat. This is a scenario which will unfold gradually, and in the next year we will be seeing at least 80 municipalities going to poll, and that will be a test ground where the BJP and the TMC will be engaged in a fierce battle. It is to be seen whether in the coming days the secular liberal forces can make certain dent in these things. With the rising awareness among the civil society, if they can, then it will be another story. But as of now, it is a battle between Mamata Banerjee's TMC and Modi Amit Shah's BJP.
As Rajat says, the presence of BJP in West Bengal is very, very evident. They only had a very marginal presence in the state till very recently, and we have a wonderful photo feature which actually establishes like how the saffronization has been happening, and this is how the opening spread of the picture gallery looks like, and some very interesting pictures, and as you can see, this is how it looks like. So this is a great story, and we have an interview with Aparna Sen, one of the best known celebrities of the state, talking about why Bengal has come to such a stage, why the political battle is so intense there. And as always, we have packed this issue of Outlook with a lot of interesting stories. As you can see, Babus who run India. Now we have a new government. Mr. Modi was re-elected the Prime Minister. He is Modi 2. And as it was in the first term, Modi is also relying very heavily on a few chosen bureaucrats. And this is how we are taking one hard look at the officials, the bureaucrats who are helping Modi to run this country. And very interesting story in the sense, like apparently under Manmohan Singh, the talk was like government files move from one Pillai to another. The thought was that Malayalis dominated the bureaucracy at that point of time. Now apparently under Modi the files move from one Mishra to another. His principal secretary Mr. Nipendra Mishra and his additional principal secretary Mr. P.K. Mishra. So very interesting story, and we have listed out like who are the bureaucrats who are
The brain trust.
The brain trust Mr. Modi, and who are giving shape to Modi's vision of running this country. I thought that was a very interesting story.
True.
Isn't it? And as always, we have other very interesting photo features. We have a great story on conservation of red pandas in Darjeeling in West Bengal. And of course, cricket being the flavor of the season, we haven't forgotten. We have profiled Rohit Sharma, who played wonderfully well and hit a century in the match against Pakistan. So a great issue. We have put our heart and soul into this issue. I expect that everyone will pick up this copy and enjoy reading it. See you next week. Thank you.